ibanga ry'inzuki rero no gushirika ubwoba. Mwami w'inzuki mu Rwanda hose kandi aho ngiye hose ndazambara.
The honeybee is the only swarm ever domesticated, but we are still unraveling mysteries of much of their behaviors. For those who understands swarm's inner mind, it's possible to control bees in a way that is quite extraordinary. Bees are summoned by a secret signal, one that causes them to act with a single mind. According to science, swarms are made with thousands of organisms, but work as one. This man does what many of us think is impossible. He has an insane control of bees. He commands these bees to do whatever he wants. He can take them anywhere in the world. And what is quite unusual is the way he covers himself with thousands of bees, starting from the face, the head, and the whole body. One of the most extraordinary things a man can do is covering themselves with swarms of bees. This man can cover himself with 1,000 bees. He can make them look like a suit or a cap and cover the whole body as he commands these bees to do whatever he wants. He just believes man has dominion over everything. He says everyone with faith would do this. He makes this look easy, and that's why he's the king of bees. He has such a high control of bees that he rarely suffers a sting. He has been studying bees and their communication all his life. He has them under his command, and these honey-giving creatures react by protecting and covering his whole body. Using his skills, he's able to control what most of us dread. And the result is quite disturbing as he brings the swarms to a normal life. He jokes that sometimes he doesn't need clothes to cover his body. He says, why would he go for clothes when you have bees that can cover your whole body? Which is even more creative. He can take these bees anywhere and cover a big distance of more than 100 kilometers, wearing them as he says. When carrying these thousands and thousands of bees on himself, he's sure that they cannot sting or harm anyone in one way or the other. These bees respect and work on his orders. That's why they cannot harm anyone. Well, this did not occur naturally. He did not sleep one day and wake up finding himself like this. He spent a lot of years learning and mastering this technique. He says he started learning more about bees in his youth, but he mastered this incredible technique 5 years ago. This means he has been controlling bees for the past 5 years. To him, this is one way of having fun and a proof that man and animals share a unique bond. To him, the first step was having no fear. The rest was getting focused on what he wanted. He agrees that you gain strength, courage and confidence by every experience in which you can really stop to look fear in the face. He defines fear as something that can keep us away from harm sometimes, but many times it's an inner voice and barrier that keeps us going and keeps us stuck. That keeps us from getting what we want and becoming who we honestly, deep down, want to become. Matthias reminds us of the man we met a few months ago, who also share the same skill power with this man. He can also control bees anytime and anywhere. Well, for those who doesn't remember the man, this can remind you of him.
nkaba ndi umwami w'inzuki.
nta muti dukoresha, nukumvikana nazo gusa, ntuzitinye.
These two men knows everything about bees and self-control. They are masters of their feelings and exercises their mind. What extraordinary people these are. They are special and gifted because not anyone can do this. It's incredibly amazing and beyond imagination how one can control such a force of nature. They all share same life experiences. They say it takes a lot of years with determination and never giving up, because before mastering this technique, they suffered a lot. They were stung 1,000 times, but came to be masters. This is a proof that whatever you want to do with all your heart and mind can turn into something extraordinary. Matthias says he grew up and fell in love with honey. He liked honey so much during his childhood, and this is what pushed the man to start working with bees and learning what it takes to make honey, and in so doing, he ended up becoming a bee man. Right now, he depends on honey from these bees. It's now 15 years since he became a professional beekeeper. To him, bees and honey means a lot to his life, and that being the reason he has dedicated his life to working with bees and making these bees productive. To him, the world without bees would be incomplete, and this statement is true because bees are pollinators. They play a big part in every aspect of the ecosystem. They support the growth of trees, flowers, and other plants, which serves as food and shelter for creatures, whether large and small. Bees contribute to complex interconnected ecosystems that allow a diverse number of different species to coexist. He sells honey, and that's what his family depend on. It has helped the man to feed his whole family. Well, he's not earning a lot of money from these bees, but says the love he has to these bees is insane. This man cannot do any other job which is not related to bees and honey. He has dedicated his life to bees. That's why many people call him Bee Man in this area. With money, he says he can open a class and share with people how one can live with swarms. As he says, many people treat bees as enemies, yet he knows bees are friendly to mankind. But many people have misunderstood and mistreated bees. Someone said that instead of worrying about what people say of you, why not spend time trying to accomplish something they will always admire? One of the great discoveries a man makes, and one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid of and what he couldn't do. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah, and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.